Hello everyone, it's Lisa. Today on DoodleDrawArt, we're going to draw Duke from The Secret Life of Pets. So we're going to get started by drawing a nice big oval right here in the center of the page for his nose. Duke is, I'm sure you know, a very huge dog. And so he has a very huge nose. And then we're going to make two little nostrils right underneath at the bottom here. So we're just going to color this one in. And another one just beside here. And we'll color that one in too. Perfect. So then we're going to draw the snout part of his face. So he's going to have like just a little bit of hair sticking up here above his nose. And then we're going to have scruffy, long hair coming out from the side like this. And same thing on the other side. We're going to have scruffy, long hair coming out like this. Now the thing about Duke is he's so hairy that we don't always see everything about him very clearly. So let's just draw a smile underneath here for his mouth, like so. And we're going to see his teeth inside here, but I'm just going to switch over to my smaller marker here. Because what we're going to see in the middle, we're just going to see the inside shape of in between his teeth here. So we've got like the front teeth, and then we've got like the fangs down below here. So really we're just going to see like the gap in between his teeth more than the actual teeth. So we'll just draw some little wiggles coming out this way, and same thing going on the other side here. We're going to have these teeth, and then we're just going to see like the line of black that goes in between his teeth. So we can just fill in a few shapes of bottom teeth here as well. Coming down like this. You see these little bottom teeth meeting up with the top teeth in little jiggy jags, like that. Alright, so that's the fine little lines we want inside there. And then we can go back to our bigger marker, and we're just going to draw in like the fur that comes over his top lip, like this. So it's just sort of short fur up above, coming along like this. And we'll just bring this line so it's the shadow that keeps on going until it touches. And then we're just going to darken up the edge here and make this bottom line a little bit thicker. So this is like his lip. Dogs have black lips usually. If you look carefully, you'll see that. Okay, so that's the face area. The snout area. So now let's keep going. Let's go on to the eyes. So Duke's eyes, we're just going to put, I'm using my small marker again. I'm going to put one nice oval here and another nice oval here. And then we're going to draw circles. One directly in the middle here and one directly in the middle here. And we're going to put a little tiny pupil inside. Like that. So we'll color in brown, and then the middle part is black. Okay, so now let's go and do the top of his head. He's going to have some more sticky up hairs just here above his eyes, and then we're going to have them continue making these sticky up, messy fur as we come down around the side of his head. So we're just going down and around like this, and same thing on the other side. They're starting to lean over the other way, like so. And then this one's going to sort of come down towards his back, like this. And then you can see in here he's got like the sockets of his eyes. So we're just going to make a line that curves up and away. And the same thing on this other side, comes up and away to make like his eyebrows right up here. All right. And then along the side of his eyebrows, see how this one came down like this? We're going to draw some fur that shows that this is where his face is completely finishing. Great. Now let's draw this ear over on this side. I'm just going to darken up this top line a little bit so it looks a little less crazy. In fact, I think while I'm right here, I'm just going to grab my brown marker and give his eyes some color because he looks a little creepy right now. So right in here, he's going to have brown eyes right here. So make it look a little less googly, perhaps. like so. Okay. Now let's keep going. So we're going to draw his ear over on this side of his face. It's just going to be like a loop that comes around like this. So let's finish the side of this cheek first with some more messy hairs. And we could do the same thing on this other side over here. We could draw some more messy hairs coming down. And he's got like long fur here coming from underneath his chin, like this. So now we've got this edge where his face is finishing. So we can make his ear. So we're just going to come down like this. And now the bottom of his ear is going to be right here, pointing down. And then his body keeps coming in a little bit underneath his face. And then we're going to have his front foot like this. Lots of little sketchy lines for this guy. He's very fuzzy, very furry. All right, so let's go around his back. It's going to head over this way. So we're going to have these little lines that stick out. I'm just going to head around like a rainbow. But as I go, I'm making all of these lines just sort of furry, sticking out as I go. Now I'm coming down around the bottom of his body, right around to the ground, right here, where he's standing. And now I'm going to draw this front leg. So coming down from his face, you can get an idea of a foot. I mean, there's so much fur, it's hard to get an idea of anything, but you're going to see one foot coming down to the ground here. And so like this is the back of the same foot coming from here. There it is. It's his leg and his foot. And then he's got like his body is going to arch now from this foot heading toward the back, just like so. And then you need to give where he's sitting on this other foot. So we're going to have like just the idea that his back leg is under here. So just close it off with some fur. Does that make sense? No. Sorry. But just the idea that there's a leg leaning in this direction. All right, so we've got the edge of this foot, but not the inside part. So let's finish off by making some fur here. So it's like flipping away from his foot. And then I'm just going to make a little indication of the fur here and close off the foot. I didn't go very high up because I'm actually going to draw the little D on his medallion next. So first I'm just going to make like a U shape like this. And now I'm going to put fur over it. So I'm going to make it go like fur that's hanging down to cover up the top of it. And then I'm going to put the D inside. And I'm going to switch again to my small marker. And I'm just going to make the bottom of a D that curves around like this. And then the inside of the D, it comes pretty close there. And then it gets thick on this side again, like so. If you've watched any of my chalk drawings lately, you can see I've been doing a lot of lettering in chalk. And that it's fun to do lettering and get skills doing things like that. All right, I added some texture. Okay, so maybe I'll stick with this small marker now and do a little more fine line work, adding more texture to all of this. So you could go ahead and fill in a few more teeth than I have done yet so far. And you could also give his nose some texture because dog noses are sort of bumpy. So just make some little dots here on his nose, and I'm going to color this in black, so you know these lines will be there, but not so strong. And then we can just go ahead and put all kinds of fur. So coming away from his nose, we'll just make some lines here that look like fur coming away from his nose, like this. So again, same thing on this side, just fur that's growing away from his nose, like this. And then underneath his mouth, we're going to have a whole bunch of fur that's growing away from his mouth as well. So just making little lines that look like they're pointing away from there, if you get that. And then over here, same thing, just some more downward pointing fur. And another row of fur here. He's got some like curlier fur all the way down. And so when we get to the foot here, we're going to have some that come to this side and some that come to this side. And then some that come like straight down the middle. Like that. And this part's going to be pretty dark in the shadow, so we're not going to worry about that so much. But over here, I'm going to make some more little lines coming down the way his ear fur would be. Not too straight, right? Because he's kind of scruffy. And then up here, he's just going to have all kinds of little fur that sort of comes up this way and out this way and down this way. All these little details help to make your character define himself a little bit more. And then we can go further on. Let's go all the way down his back. So I'm first going to focus on this part and just make some long, furry, curvy lines that follow the shape of his back, coming in this direction, like this. And now as they get towards this leg, they're going to start to shape their way in toward the leg, this way. And again, we're going to have some fur that's going to make its way toward the front of the leg, some that's going to make its way toward the back, and some that's going to be pointing straight toward, in the exact direction that his foot is placed. And then we just have to finish off this. Now his back is curving around a little more here, so in this part, I'm going to make these lines let you know that he's sitting and that his back has gotten curved toward the ground. Alright, so we're just about done. I hope you enjoyed watching me draw Duke today. Hope you drew him too. And if you enjoyed watching me draw this, please click like. And I would love it if you would tell me what your favorite character is from The Life of Pets. And if you have a request that you would like me to draw, please be sure to let me know. Thanks for watching.